o'clock Central Time here in Tennessee. Once you jump on, leave a comment. We can discuss whatever you want to discuss. If you want to see some gear, just let me know what you want to see. Try to speak in whole sentences. Remember that there's a lot of people on here making comments, so I might have said something, and by the time I see your comment, it's a few minutes later. I don't know what it is you're commenting on. So whole sentences will help that. Once you jump on, hit the thumbs up for us. Helps spike that algorithm. You will see people on here that'll say, hey, I know you've been live for an hour and I wasn't able to find you. If you look at these videos the day they're over with, it doesn't show you people's comments during the video, but you will see the video comments that are left after the video is over. And you will always see people saying, hey, I knew you were live and it didn't give me a notification. And in a lot of times they'll even say it wouldn't let me get in the video. So if you comment on there and hit the thumbs up for us, that helps spike that. If you look right now, you'll see there's 33 people online and only 19 thumbs up. Just back out of the comments. If you're not sure how to do it, back out of the comments, hit the thumbs up for us. Bought a woodland covert bag. You're going to love it, Michael. I'm building one for myself right now. It's multi-tone black with woodland on it, and then it's got orange inside it. Remember today, what's up all? Dylan, what's up? Peck Perspective, what's going on? AJ Harrison, how are you? Woodland Blaze Orange is sweet. Yeah, I think it's pretty neat. Orange interior covert pack is awesome. I think so, yeah. I'll probably end up selling this if somebody wants it. Landfill, what's up? Chase Peoples, what's going on? Brad Barr, how are you? Benjamin Brewer. Big O, what's up? David Hosfeld, how are you? Detroit Kiri, what's up? What's up, what's up? Everybody have a good day. Did you guys get some good shit done? Original SOE. SOE tactical gear right there. Made in the motherfucking USA. Those are the current hoodies. We have not pulled hoodies from this weekend yet, but we have a good inventory of them. They came in here on Thursday, I think. These are them. We will start ripping. Inventory is correct on those two. If you order one, you'll get one. If you order one this weekend and you don't add a bunch of other stuff, it'll ship to you on Monday. We'll start pulling those out, and I'm sure we'll sell all of them this weekend. Adam French, welcome, buddy. Use the 5-gallon bucket as a mold. What are we molding, bud? Built a snow bunker, 5-gallon. Oh, very cool, man. Very cool. How much snow you got? YouTube nuked Mark Bell's power project. Why? Smelly Mark Bell? The powerlifting dude, right? Mark Bell. Cleaned around the house, stacked some more wood by the house. Neighbor had a cow get out. That's always a hole in the fence. Josh, thanks for the link to the hoodie there, man. I'm looking for the lights. I have a lot of light switches in here. Yeah, Mark Smelly Bell. Weird, man. Thanks for going live tonight. Thanks for being here, Joe. Kicking Saturday Night Live with the SOE crew. Scott, welcome. Need to order some small mesh pouches for the covert. Will it hold 6? No, I think it'll hold 4. It's got the same footprint as the day pack, so you can put 4 small, or you can put 2 large, or 1 large, 2 smalls. And I'm telling you, order them separate from the covert bag. We blow through these all the time, so let's not have 200 of these covert packs sitting here waiting on those small mesh pockets. Order those orders separate. Stay clever, what's up? It's gonna melt soon, 8 inches. Yeah, we're sitting on like 3 and 4, but it warmed up and heated over, so when you step on it, it literally sounds like glass shattering. The whole driveway here, if this dies, it'll come on when I come back in. All of this out here is just super slick ice. And then all the way down the driveway, like we're putting everything in 4 high coming in and out. You can get in and out, it just slips a little bit. But we're supposed to have 80-degree weather on Monday. I mean 46 degree, 48 degree weather. So it'll all melt off. Clothes bags working perfect, nice. Spray the snow blocks with water. Oh yeah, they'll freeze for sure. Good day, birds fed, watered, cleaned up part of the garage. Service call for a customer, nice. Nice, Glenn. Man, that's fucking weird on Mark's YouTube channel. I'll bet he gets it back. What engine is in your Excursion 99 F250? Man, I wish it was a 7.3. I got a 6.0. But it's not tuned or anything. It's stock. It's got like EGR delete on it and stuff, but it's for the most part it's fucking stock. So it's not lifted big either. So I mean it's pretty reliable. I bought it, it only had 20,000 miles on it. I think I don't think it's even got 120 on it right now. A little disappointed. Ordered the new hoodie Thursday night, and it took almost 12 hours to get shipping. Yeah, man. Some days we just lag. Do the large meshes fit in the FUPA? Can anybody answer that? I'm going to say no. No, they don't. Why would you even want to put that in there? Super excited to save up for a large clothes bag and some colored toiletry bags. Want color code reorganization, my Gen 1 Refuge Medical. Nice, nice. 6.0 stock EGR delete on it is damaged. Good when you keep. Your ear protection wraps are so nice. I will order more because my nephew got some. Thanks, man. They're pretty good. Yeah. Forgot. Did you say buy the Nitto Ridge Grappler or Terra Grapplers? Clever, man. I'm not sure. If you ask me during the day, I'll shoot a photo of it for you and send it over to you. I'm not sure what's on there. Too many great products, not enough money. Spend your money on shit that makes you money right now. That's the real answer, right? You don't need another rifle. If you want to buy some shit that you already have, buy more property. Buy more equipment that will truly be used to improve your property or that can be used to make money with. I'm not telling you, that doesn't mean go buy another fucking tool set that you already have tools of. That doesn't mean go buy better tools that you already have tools. That means spend your money on shit that will legitimately make you money right now. Why'd you get rid of your Super Duty? I have my Super Duty. I don't get rid of shit. I got 24 vehicles here. What's the difference between the covert bag and the mini pack? A ton, Harold. There's a fucking huge difference. I even made an entire fucking video about it for you that is on YouTube right now. It's been up there all day long. I bought the chainsaw mill. I'm going to do live edge slabs. Yeah, that's cool, Isaac. That's cool, man. Get with somebody cutting down black walnut and cut them bitches up into slabs. And then don't market them to poor people. Market them where fucking dudes are making expensive ass tables and shit. The size is the big difference. Yeah, there's less pockets, the size. I mean, fucking everything's different about it. Long day, headed to bed. Have a good night, AJ. Felipe, what's up? Kid's lawsuit against the hospital that fucked him up. Thanks for the advice. Jeremy, I'm not sure what we're talking about, but I hope it works out, man. 4Runner TRD Pro comes with Terra Grapplers, if that answers the question. Right on, right on. We've been very happy with them. We just put a second set of them on the truck. Small and extra small will fit on one side of the FUPA. Good info. Prepped for vending tomorrow in tourist town nearby. First news. That's good. You need tourists. Impulse buys, right? Don't set up vending where there's fucking poor people. Set up vending where people have money to travel to places. Like Gatlinburg would be great. If you could get your product into some fucking shops in Gatlinburg. Order a large mesh earlier, order the small next week, right on. Why video interface look different? I don't know what you're talking about. I was just on Instagram, and now I'm on YouTube, if that's what you're talking about. Sean later tonight, watching Sean later tonight. Main card just started. Oh, is the fight tonight? Is that what you're talking about? showed my wife some of your content, and she instantly knew why I watched. She says we talk a lot alike. Dylan, that's a common thing, right? Dudes, people that get shit done, we just kind of have the same vocabulary. People that take issue with my language usually are typically people that I'm not going to be friends with. Not because you take issue with me, because we are very different kinds of people. Dudes that you know, and it's a trip, right? You'll see people talk about me saying fuck, but they won't say it to me. They will say it to 20 people I know. I just do what I do, right? My authenticity is worth more to me than your sensitivity. And that's we just kind of flock together, you know what I mean? Would you ever buy horses? I'd love to have horses, and I always think that I want horses. I want big horses, right? Draft horses, Percherons, Clydesdales. I think Clydesdales would be cool just to say I have fucking Clydesdales. But there's two kinds of people that have horses. There's people that have so much fucking money that they can afford to have horses, and then almost all the rest of the people are fucking broke people because they have horses. To the point, no time for bullshit. Yeah, I'm gonna give you your answer. That's why I don't talk on the phone, because if you text me, message me, and just tell me what's up, I can give you an answer, right? When somebody starts out with, "What are you doing this weekend?" I'm not doing whatever the fuck you're about to ask me to do, because it was fucking awesome. I'd already be doing it, and if it was awesome, you would have fucking started out with, "Hey, we're doing this awesome thing. Would you like to go?" That's a trick. What are you doing this weekend? I've always said horses are for rich people and dumbass. Yeah, just like a boat. Same thing with a boat. Chris Watkins, what's up, man? Amen. Please keep staying real. Michael, thanks for being here, man. Kiri, what product do you make? Cardiac arrest, 22 minutes, 7 rounds of restart juice at 7 months old. Somebody fucked. That's crazy. That's fucking wild, man. How old is he now? People that curse a lot tend to be people that actually work with their hands. Yeah, it's all because the people taking issue with it live in a make-believe world. Well, I don't want my child to be exposed to that. Well, if you don't teach them, you better teach your fucking kids how to fucking start a fire, because somebody's going to teach them how to start a fire, and they're going to burn some shit down that you don't want fucking burnt down. That's funny. When times get hard, right? If you have to do dangerous things, if you have to do violent things, do you think I'm going to recruit from a bunch of people who don't cuss? Or do you think that I'm going to, which side do you want, right? You want to keep them in a fucking cage. You want to keep them around in case you need them to do the things you're not willing to do, but then you want to dictate how they fucking communicate. I drive a tow truck and am a mechanic. My family doesn't like how I talk. They call fat. Yeah, they get that fucking bitch fucking pulled over on the side of the road, won't start. You're the first motherfucker they call. They lock their keys out and it's cold out. You're the first. Yeah, they're right there. They know your number right then, don't they? Yeah, fuck them. 19 months strong. Got right on, man. God is great. Good. Watched the dude way back. He pointed at his neighbor's boat and then his chicken coop. Both sit for 365, but one makes food. That's right, man. That's right. I have a boat sitting in the back. You know how long it's been there? It's been there fucking 7 years since we towed that motherfucker to this property. You know how many times we've used it? 0. There's been a couple litters of cats fucking born in there. I'll bet there's some really good compost in there right now for all the years. It's just a John boat. It's actually my son's. We bought it for $300. Came on a trailer. I should have fucking sold it a couple of years ago, man. Probably could have got $2,000 for it. Have a friend with a boat and just helped him maintain. Yep. That's what you got. That's what you do with a boat. I'm busy doing this stuff, right? Not boat stuff. Sorry I hated you for a decade. Now I fucking love you so much. Know that you're alive, and now that you're alive all the time and have that one guy on your show, he's so freaking... Joe Mercado, what did you hate me for? It's a trip, right? That guy on my show is Scully, by the way, Jeff Escalderon. And he said something a few years ago that really has stayed with me all the time. And he said, we have these grudges with people and we spend a lot of time angry with them. And they're in our heads. Like we think about people all the time that we don't like. And he said, most of them don't know that. They have no idea. And if you saw them in public, they would approach you and be, polite and cool with you because they never knew that you were angry with them. Why did Joe hate you? I don't know. We'll see what he says. It's not going to change anything that happens here tonight. I'm just curious. What is TAC Response up to these days? Paul Griffin, the better answer is why don't you know that? Because when TAC Response could have used you the most, you weren't there to help them when James passed, right? Why don't you know what TAC Response is up to? Because TAC Response is teaching classes. Joey and Lewis and Thad are in Vegas or on the way to Vegas right now. They left this morning at like fucking 1 a.m. in the morning. And you know why I know all that? Because it's all on social media. I mean, Lewis was here on Thursday, but you could know everything I just told you. That's why I always tell people to fuck themselves so they know I hate them. Send it to them in writing, right? Send it certified mail. As a guy that thinks he has too much gear, seeing all this makes me feel better. You just need another building, buddy. You don't have too much gear. Time mellows and maturity. Yeah, I think that's what's happened. I just fucking stopped taking the time to make sure people knew I didn't like them. Girls with horses have a relationship ratio. Horses number 1, their man number 2. Girls with horses are some dirty bitches, a lot of them. Not all of them, but it's like a chick with a really big dog. Look in her kitchen. Does she got peanut butter? You ever see her eat peanut butter? There's a reason she's got peanut butter when she's got the really big dog. And I know some people giggle when I say that, and some people like cringe when I say that, and they're like, oh, here he goes again. Look for yourself. Just start looking, right? Show up when she doesn't know you're coming home. My clothes bag should be here tomorrow. Nice, thanks for the order. Call people by the wrong name. Let them know you don't. Yeah, absolutely, man. You are so fucking insignificant that I don't even know your name. That's absolutely the case. My friend Rob says that. I missed only a couple minutes, but I am present now. Ryan, thanks for being here. Peck's perspective, I like that. I love my boat, but then again, I eat a lot of cat. Yeah, dude, I'm not saying. Here's the deal, guys, right? How many's on here? 388 people. Where are you all coming from? Like, I used to do lives on Facebook when it used to work right, and I'd have 5,000 people on, just watching me do cardio every morning or, in the gym. But now I do a live and there's only 100 people. But all this week, there's like 300 people, which is weird. So, we feds, yeah, I'll bet some of them are. I want you guys to have, if you want a boat, I want you to have a boat. I want you to have a building with 5 different boats, if that's what you want. I want all of you to be able to do and have anything that makes you happy, right? Unless it harms somebody else, why should you not, right? And that's what I want for all of you. I don't care if you have a big truck or a fast car or a boat or you don't have a boat. I don't care. Like, you guys earn your money. I want you to earn so much money that you can have anything you want. That's what I want for everyone. Yeah, use my Amazon code so that I can get a boat. For you guys that don't know, if you look on any of my videos in description, there's a link to something from Amazon. And if you go to my website, on the bottom, towards the bottom, there's a link for Amazon also. And if you click that, it downloads a cookie into your browser. Anything you buy in the next 24 hours, we get a little piece of it. Every content creator does that, They just like act like, hey, I found this super cool thing and I thought of you guys, so here it is on Amazon. Well, when you click on it, anything you buy in the next 24 hours, they get a percentage of it. I just tell you that we do it. It's a way to help support us. If you're on here and you use Amazon, then you like what we do, help us out. That's what that's about. Pain salve. Yeah, the pain salve really works, guys. I used it for months before we ever said anything to you guys about it. It's cold out. But I mean, yeah, it's fucking like, it's probably 55 degrees in here right now where I'm standing. Aurora Rings, what's up? I've been here for a few months, heard about you from Wrangler Star. Calvin, well, welcome, man. I think Cody has a lot of value, right? I spend a lot of time chasing a lot of different things, right? Fast cars, helicopters, luxury goods stuff. I intentionally have not looked at any of that because if I do, I will be influenced by that and that will change my algorithm. And before you know it, I'll start going and buying watches and stuff again. So I feel like I need to be grounded sometimes. And I feel like watching Wrangler Star's videos do that for me. It puts something in my ear that educates me and also kind of brings me back to center. While I work, I can listen to that. Jack Spirko very much does the same thing too. Jack Spirko is the Survival Podcast. You've been, I'm definitely shadow banned. The way you can tell that I'm shadow banned, TT, go to YouTube and try to look up my channel. It doesn't auto-populate. You have to type in almost all of the words to get it to come up. Hood Billy, what up? Found y'all from Nicole and then met you at SRF and been here ever since. It's because we told her she has to or we'll come track her down. She's in the cult now. I don't see you live a lot. Oh, I'm live every day at 9 o'clock, in fact. What will you change? What will you charge me for day to teach me to sew? I don't know. We're gonna probably do. We're probably gonna do a little seminar where you come out, hang out for the weekend, and we sew some shit. Stacy Roth, what's up? Order a whole heap of meat from Polyface. Nice, you're gonna love it. Nice. If you type SOE in, it comes up, but not auto-populates. Yep. Electrician. Nice, nice. I have a lot of electrical stuff in here. We have fucking miles of cable and wire in this building. Sewing is good. Wish I had that alternative skill. Is that something you're saying, or is that something you really wish you had? Because it's not hard to do. You just do it. You just do it. I taught myself to sew. There was no internet. When I started doing this 35 years ago, I didn't have anybody to ask. You guys have the answer to everything in your hand right now. Sorry I hated you for 10 years, judging from outward appearance, and didn't know you were 100% like-minded. Where did you find Scully? That guy is so cool. We've known each other since we were teenagers in San Diego. And then he moved out here. When he got out of the Marine Corps, he worked for Strider Knives for 6 years. And then he moved out here to work for my company here. And then he retired and has a little ranch. And since then, most of his Marines have moved out here. So there's an accumulation of, I'll bet, several thousand acres of property very close to all each other from all the guys moving in. Somebody's asking, do you have a handful of contractors? No, we build everything right here. Check it out. This is, I probably need some contractors. We've tried contracting sewing, and we'll get a pretty decent sample, and then we'll get 120 pieces of something that's not up to par. Like I've got tons of work that we just wouldn't send out. So we build everything right here on these sewing machines. We're in small town USA. You know, like old rural Route 66? This is 69, 66 connected to it. This used to be the way, right? All your mom and pop gas stations, Court Square, small town Americana. That was this town. And we're between Memphis and Nashville. I'm on 10 acres of property. We homestead. We produce a lot of eggs. We do meat birds. I've got sheep. We do some gardening, and we shoot a lot of content. I've got almost 5,000 videos on this YouTube channel. Self-Reliance Festival is here. This will be our 7th one we're doing coming up in April. I'll bet there's upwards of 1,000 people come. We have speakers from all kinds of different speakers come in and present and give demonstrations. And then we also have Homestead Apprentice is a new program that we're starting to work. It's kind of a small TV show type deal. And you can see Homestead Apprentice as well as Self-Reliance Festival. There's an Instagram, there's a TikTok, and there's a YouTube page for all of those. Whole house off YouTube. Yeah, man, the answer to everything for real is there, for sure. Do you have a yearly rhythm of the type of gear you build, or how do you decide what? We build stuff we want now. We are very lucky. Not lucky, I mean, we earned it, right? We have a position in the industry as being the absolute best. I'm not Ford. I'm not trying to put a Model T in every driveway. I'm Ferrari. If I want you to buy my gear, I'll call you and invite you to buy it. And we just have a huge following. So we build stuff we want, myself and my friends. And then we show it on social media, where I have over 3 million combined footprint on social media. So when we build something like these tool bags right here, we've never built these in this brown man here. We did some brown man stuff for a friend of mine, Tag, from Life Done Free, some backpacks and stuff. And built an AK rig for him. And then that's just kind of been, it's called Brown Man. It's actually dark coffee. And we put up we have an email and a text app, and there's 5,000 on my text, and there's about 120,000 on my email. And when we put something out, it sells out in minutes usually. So for Mother's Day coming up, we're doing purple tool bags. I think we're doing pink, and we're doing a couple other colors. But we just put the purples up. I think on Thursday. I'll bet they're sold out. I'll bet you can't buy one. Please invite me to buy a large medical backpack. Have you made an affiliate deal with Polyface? We have not. Joel sent me an email. I emailed back, and I have not heard anything yet from them. I also have not reached back out to them. Joel is all over the place. Necessity is good motivation. I learned some plumbing once. I bought a house and constantly had leaks a year after buying it. Yeah. First time to comment here. Any tips on keeping water from freezing as fast as my chicken? Okay, so here's the deal, right? What's your temperature? Hold on, cancel this. Where's the turn? Where's the flip? Okay. So our temperatures have been negative 10 degrees up to 20, right? So water's going to stay freezing. So I don't know, you might be way worse than we are, but I use these Rubbermaid troughs. They're about 100, 120 gallons. And I fill them up with water, and I put a stock tank heater in those. And then I use rubber bowls, and I'm going to change them twice a day, in the morning and the evening. And I use these rubber bowls from Tractor Supply, and I just use pitchers, and I move the water out of the trough with 2 pitchers at a time, and then I fill them up. And I'm going to put about a half a gallon of water in each of those rubber bowls. And then when I come back out, they're definitely frozen. The chickens and rabbits also will punch through there. I'm sorry, the rabbits are the half gallon bowls. My chickens are the bigger bowls from Tractor Supply, and they have the handles on them. And I come out and they're frozen. I turn them upside down, and I gently press on the top with my foot, and that ice cube pops out of there, okay? And then I'm gonna fill 3 pitchers, so 3 gallons of water is what those hold. And that water is a lot warmer than the air temperature because of those stock tank heaters. Now, if I'm going more, we get freezes like this for a week at the most, and we're rolling into 2 weeks right now. So right now, I'm taking water in 5-gallon buckets out of my kitchen. Now I have a commercial kitchen. It's got a mop sink in there. I fill those up, and I put 30 gallons of water in 5-gallon buckets on my 4-wheeler, 3 in the front rack, 3 in the back rack, and I motor up there slowly, and then I dump those in there every morning. So it's about equal. And then sometimes I'll dump it in the morning and the evening. And that's how I'm doing the chickens. They are freezing. The chickens they'll peck through there. Also, depending how your coops are set up, it can be 0 degrees outside. If the sun comes up and you get any sun into that coop, that water bowl, if it gets hit with that sun, it will melt it enough the chickens can bust through there. Now your rabbits, they'll actually eat the ice. They'll chip through there and eat the ice. And the rabbits, you can also take your water bowl, fill it with snow, as will your chickens. Your chickens will eat, they'll eat snow and they will get water. Does that help answer your question at all? If you add a little salt to the water, yeah, you can do the salt thing. In the stock tank heater, you can also fill a bottle of salt water and it'll bob up and down and help too. Making Zeit, what's up? Just got off work eating dinner. Yeah, I bought some stew meat. It's fucking horrible. I just did it. I cooked it in butter, salt, and pepper. It's super tough. I do the same thing with ribeye. I'm just spoiled. Like, I eat ribeye. I don't know why I even try to fucking cook other meat. -1 last week, in the 20s now. But the wind chill is brutal. Yeah, put up some windbreaks or something, right? You could even put some 4x4s with some tarps between them. The chickens can sustain the temperature no problem. You need to keep them out of the wind. I use dog kennels, and then I wrap tarps around the dog kennels, and then I put hay bales around the bottom. And I actually did a couple of them this year with just wood pallets. We just want to keep the wind off of them. The temperature, they can take the temperature. Can't go from, yeah, ribeye to stew meat. I mean, if I was starving, I'd be fine, but let's face it, I'm not starving. I don't know how the picture looks to you. It's pretty rough to me. So that kennel, that's a rolling tractor. It's got 2 wheels on it. There's 60 chickens in that coop right there, and I just put a couple straw bales in there. So, and those birds are fine. Those are my up and laying egg layers. In spring, they'll start laying eggs. You think the cat has the trap? Yes. Like a glue trap? No. You think the cat? Oh yeah, there's a mouse in this trap. Yeah. Well, come get it. Yeah, he's carrying around the dead mouse that's in the trap.
I was listening and I was like, that is a very distinct sound.
Can I find somebody go live on Mandarin? I don't know what Mandarin is. But how would succeeded chickens dry, even though I don't see a form and it's stuck up there? What? I don't know what you're saying, buddy. I don't know what conversation we're having. Do you taps panels? Looks good on the old IOTV vest. Any update? Multicam copper eggs, multicam 8 mags. I don't have any update right now. Do you have one on order? That's the real question. Or you want to order one? Those are 2 very different answers. Stew meat is better if you cook it low and slow. Yeah, I cook ribeye, and I did cook it lower temp, but I typically have the pan at like 600 degrees, and I fucking hit it 1 minute on each side of the ribeye, and then dinner's ready. Cracked corn and or red chili flake. Yeah, they say the red chili flakes is bullshit. It doesn't actually do shit for the chickens. You can put it in there if you want. I raise, like when it's getting cold, I add in more cracked corn because of the fats in it, and I add in black oil sunflower. Same for the rabbits. I've been giving the rabbits the pelletized feed, black oil sunflower, and also rolled oats. I am in the battery business, and man, I love this cold. Oh, I'll bet, yeah, I'll bet. There's fucking cars everywhere. The crazy thing is, like, all this global warming and all this shit. Yeah, we call it fucking winter. It happens every year. Like, you knew winter was coming. Bring your vehicle in the garage. Add a block heater. Cycle your battery every day, right? When snow's coming and ice is coming, when it starts icing, I run the trucks twice a day. I'll let the trucks run for 15, 20 minutes with the defrosters. There can be ice and snow, but I can always get in my trucks and drive them. Always. Cornmeal is good for some animals. Yeah, it's just about cost, right? It's what you can get cost-wise. Make it cost-effective. Black oil sunflower is usually pretty inexpensive. More cracked corn and he don't care. Yeah, Jimmy cracked corn, he don't care. That's right. Would rather learn properly a first time than be able to be successful on my own. I really hope that I am not wrong. I don't know what we're talking about there, Ryan. Don't really have any way to properly successfully learn the alternative skills that I want. Ryan, are you the dude that said that you don't like society or something so you don't lose your property? You're going to have to leave your property, man. If you want to learn shit, you want to, I don't know if you've got a woman or not. You want a woman, you got to go where there's women. You want to learn skills, and you said you want to learn the best, you got to go where the best people are teaching those skills. And stop saying I don't. I don't, right? I don't leave my property. I don't get along. I don't dig crowds. You got to stop that. You stricken that from your vocabulary. You figure out how to do those things. Don't have much family left alive. I understand. How old are you? You don't need family. It doesn't have to be your family. Yeah, I don't like money. I can't afford this. You don't fucking say that. I can't afford this. Instead, you say, how can I afford this? 25. You're fucking young. Go make some fucking family, motherfucker. Go find a woman, fucking fall in love, have some fucking kids. You right now, you can make the biggest family fucking ever. 300 watching, 100 like. That's how it always is, man. Those are closet homosexuals. Those are people that they wish they could do what we do, but they won't put in the effort to do what we do, so they continue watching, hoping, and one day we will fall. Right? That's what they're watching for. They do not have the drive and motivation to do what we do, so they keep watching for years, and they're like, sooner or later, I know this motherfucker will fail. It's a lot easier said than done, though. I struggle. Ryan, I don't know what to do, man. I don't know what to tell you. You got that poor, always me mentality. And I don't know your story, dude. I don't know. I know I went to prison. I know I came home and had fucking nothing. And I know that I got to the halfway house still under 6 months of federal custody. And the only way I was able to leave the halfway house was to go to work, right? I got served divorce papers and a restraining order 20 minutes after I got to the halfway house. So I couldn't go to my job that I owned, right? So what did I do? I wasn't going to sit in the halfway house. I went and got a job delivering pizza as a driver. But in the federal prison system at Lompoc, they send all your driver's license and your paperwork and your social security number home. My wife served me, her attorney served me with divorce papers, right? I didn't have any of my documentation. I had to walk into a place and tell these guys, I want you to give me a job. By the way, I was in prison yesterday. Oh, also, I want you to hire me as a delivery driver, but I don't have any registration or insurance or social security number. I said, so Bring me in, let me make pizzas, give me a week. If I don't produce my documentation within a week, when it comes time to write a check or do payroll, you just don't have to pay me. I'll have worked here for free. They said, okay, you start tomorrow. So I left the halfway house before I had to be to work and went to another place. By the end of the week, in 10 days, I had 3 jobs working 80 hours a week. On federal probation for 3 years of probation. And restarted the company sewing gear. So, I mean, I don't know what happened to you. I'm sure it's way worse than my fucking story, right? You probably got your dick chopped off or whatever it is. I mean, I don't know. Have 3 kids. Oldest is 13. Yeah, man, it goes fast. You're running out of time. All you motherfuckers that are like, I want to do this thing. I want to leave California. All you dudes that are like 18, 20, 25, do that shit right fucking now. Before you know it, you're going to be 35 and 45 and 55, and your life's going to be fucking too late. It's not too late. There's still dudes doing shit. But it's way easier when you're younger. Your money goes way further when you're out of New York or California. Stop saying I want to and say I'm going to. It's your self-talk. You are your fucking problems. And your fucking dad didn't bother to tell you this shit. $48.5, and I'm still having kids. Yeah, man. I got a buddy, Jim Ramsey, who was a SF dude. He owned a big gun company building M14s and shit. Used to do gun shows with him in California. Jim Ramsey. Played for the San Diego Chargers. Motherfucker, 70 years old, had a fucking baby. His wife was like 35. That dude was like a fucking action movie hero. Like, that was the man's man. As a California, I say, guys, I'm from California. I grew up in San Diego. All of our problems have one common denominator. Yep. I have every problem I have. Every single problem I have, I'm involved in. I say that all the time. Now that I'm 42, I look back at my 20s in amazement. Yeah, imagine, and think about that, guys. Right now, you older dudes, how fast you move, and imagine what you could have done if you started doing it when you were 20. Think about all the shit you bought when you were 20, right? All that stupid shit, you don't have none of it. Or it's in a storage unit. You're paying to store all those fucking old broke-ass TVs and all that bullshit that doesn't matter anymore. Imagine if you'd have just compounded that money. Put it into a business, put it into some fucking knowledge, put it into some property. It doesn't even matter what property you bought. It'd be worth twice as much. San Diego's conservative area. I'm in the Bay Area. I work in law enforcement. I will leave soon. I get it, man. Yeah, I came from San Diego. Tierra Santa. My shop was in Oceanside, 234 South Coast Highway, a mile out of the main gate of Camp Pendleton. Right by the pier. Yeah, 42 turns into 62 fast. What is this? You just stumble. I make all this gear, man. I started this company 35 years ago, and I started YouTube and social media 15 years ago, and I just have an audience, right? So people ask me questions because they, I just have staying power, right? I've documented almost everything I've done for the last 14 years. So people ask me questions, and I tell them what I think. California State Militia, you got some nice gear. Check it out. We build stuff for SEAL teams and SF units. That's how I started. If there were tier 1 guys killing motherfuckers anywhere in the world, they were using our shit. We had contracts and all kinds of stuff. Nowadays, we moved to the middle of nowhere, Tennessee, to kind of live off the land, grow a garden, and have just a slower life. And now we just kind of build what we want to build. But we've been doing this for a very long time. And we're the best. And I know people say that and they kind of like think I'm joking, but no, I mean that. I'm the fucking best. Like, we are the best at what we build. I'm the best at what I do. What's my company's net worth? Look me up, man. I'm sure you can find my taxes. You tell me what my net worth is. Where do you send your product? All over. We turned off, we had 52 US dealers, 63 international dealers. We turned off our entire dealer program. We ship 200 to 400 boxes every day of the year to individual consumer. What do you? I don't know who my competitors are. I don't have any fucking competitors. We're the fucking best at what we do. I guarantee you, if you meet some gear company though, they'll think that I'm their competitor. Yeah, how much is your net worth? What can you bench? I don't know. I'm sure you can bench way more than me. Yeah, how big are your tires? Oh, you got the 44s? I got the 56s. I just don't care anymore. I just don't fucking care. Sorry, just no worries. You're gonna steal? You're gonna steal? What are you gonna steal? Beg, borrow, or steal. Get what you gotta do and then fucking take it and fucking make something worth having. Yeah, we're not building round duffels right now. Buy something that we have. If you have a round duffel on order, we will build it. But they are turned off. You should not be able to order one. If you need a round duffel right now, order a clothes bag. What's the website? SOE tacticalgear.com. SOE, as in Special Operations Equipment. You can search that on any search engine and find us. Also, for you guys that aren't aware, if you just go to the page that you see broadcasting, in this case, it's my page, SOE Tactical Gear, and you click the About button on the channel, unless they're complete retards, which some guys are, there'll be a link to, where you can get the product. We've got a very big Instagram and a really big TikTok also. We're on all those platforms. And I do a little bit different content on TikTok and Instagram every morning. I could easily get just about any one person, but it's kind of wrong. And I don't know what we're talking about. Who doesn't like Goggins? Lazy motherfuckers. Lazy motherfuckers don't like David Goggins. Do I play Call of Duty? No. No, I'm a grown man, man. I have a business. I like pussy. I don't play fucking Call. I like to fuck real women, not imaginary girls. Name a car for an edit? I don't know what you mean. I got a couple Porsches, got a Range Rover, got some Fords, got Chevys, got some GMCs, I got some Toyotas. I've even got a Nissan. I'm a real boy. Am I in Call of Duty? No, Jeff's in Call of Duty. It's funny. When we made all those, well, I didn't make them. Austin made them. When we did all the shorts, talking about 420 rounds and carrying, 16 and 22 mags, all these guys were talking shit. And when we looked at their profiles, everything was COD, COD Warrior. And we were like, what the fuck are they talking about? Well, one of our guys looked at some of the shit and they were talking about Call of Duty, right? All these guys talking shit about what Jeff said in the shorts. They went super viral, right? We had like 10 million views on some of those. And everything was COD. The guys talking shit were video game guys. Jeff is in the motherfucking video. Like, Scully is in Call of Duty. He plays video games while I outside splitting fire. That's right. Yeah, I have a firewood processor. I've got a Wolf Ridge Manufacturing Pro 21C. We do some firewood here. Video games are for kids. Look, if you want to play video games, play video games. I don't give a shit. I'm busy doing other things. I mean, I do shit that they don't want to do. If you have everything you want to do, fucking play video games. It's I bought a video game, PlayStation 2 when it first came out, right? I put it on a credit card at Sears, and I plugged that motherfucker in, and it was daylight when I got home. It was like 1 o'clock, and I played, I don't remember what it was, some shoot up video, and when I turned it off, I was hungry, right? I wanted to go eat. It was dark outside. It was fucking 3 in the morning. That's the last time I ever played video games. I have other shit to do. I don't watch movies. I don't watch TV. I don't play video games. I'm on 10 acres of property. We close the gates. Days go by where I don't even leave here for several days. I could close the gates on the property and probably live here for a year without leaving the property. I have employees, and I have children, and I have a lot of animals that we maintain. We produce a lot of our own food and stuff. I live literally in the middle of nowhere. When I leave here, and now with that said, I still go do shit, right? We went to Paris, Tennessee today. Tomorrow we'll probably go to Nashville or Jackson. We do something every week. We do YouTube videos. You can easily see what we do. We still go out and go do shit we want to do, and then come back. Do you wear shampoo? I don't know what that fucking even means. You're gonna have to speak English, man. I'm 52. You got to speak the real fucking English. So we still do shit. We just come back here and fucking take care of what needs taken care of. Like right before I started this video, which is 52 minutes ago, I was on Instagram sewing this backpack, right? And there's an influx. There's 356 people here, right? And some of them have no idea what we do, and some of them seem to be retarded children. I mean, that's okay. We used to drown you guys, and now you guys we let you live. Well, I don't. Somebody lets you live, and you say dumb things. But we sew stuff, right? And for guys that are like, oh, he sews a backpack. Yeah, motherfucker, I'm gonna get $500 for this backpack. I do it all the time. I build bags, and we put them up on auction on Facebook, and they sell for $2,000. And I can do that literally every single day. So the question you should ask yourself is, how can you do that? I'm a real boy. You're a kid, Lane Davis? Are you a federal agent pretending to be a kid, hoping somebody will try to give you a bus ticket or something? Can you send me something for free? No, I wouldn't send you fucking shit for free. But if you bought something of mine and did a video review on it and did a really good video review, I would share your view. And what that's worth to you is $5,000. For me to take a piece of content that you made and share it out on my profiles, that's a $5,000 fee. So if you bought a piece of product and did a fucking rad fucking review on it, I would push that out, which would gain you a ton of views and followers. And that you can monetize. The most valuable thing in today's economy is an audience, right? And that audience, you just do you. You show what you do, and you do the things you like to do, and the people with those same interests show up. And it can ebb and flow, right? You could start your YouTube channel today and have it be all about backpacks. But once you've got a couple backpacks and you need to make better reviews, you really need to go to different locations. You could shoot the same backpack in different types of content, doing urban exploration or off-roading or fucking baseball, whatever it is that you're into. And when you do those things, guys that like backpacks are who built the foundation of your business. But when you show them you can fucking rack that ball out of the fucking park, baseball guys will show up. When you show them you off-road dudes. And all those guys have the same stuff in common, right? So you can grow that audience. Then you can monetize that and figure out how to make $1,000 every single day, right? How many dudes on here I know there's a couple of you that do, but how many guys on here right now can honestly say that you make $1,000 a day? How many dudes on here can honestly say that they make $1,000 a week. Out of 338 of you, I'll bet 200 of you don't even make $1,000 a fucking week. So when you find dudes that do, you ask them, how do you do that? Thank you for the assignment. What's the assignment, Kiri? I've got a lot of ideas for you. You're smarter than I am. I have a lot of ideas for you. What webbing do you use for belts? I use, well, here, depending on the belt. This is type 13 webbing, right? It's pretty fucking stiff. It's type 13. And what type 13 webbing is, when you put on a parachute pack tray, right? You step in and you put your parachute pack tray on. The webbing that holds you to the container that holds the canopies, that's type 13 webbing, okay? That's what I use for life support belts, right? This is I think we're rated at like 4,500 pounds on this thing. Cobra buckle. H315BK quick fit adapter. That's the actual piece that you clip onto for your pack tray for your parachute. That's what I use. Other than that, I use dive belt webbing. Scuba webbing is another name for it. And back in the day, in the 50s, 60s, 70s, we didn't use lead shot bags, right? We didn't use bags of weight in our buoyancy compensators. And because we were running in cold water, you're running like a 6.5 mil, 7 mil wetsuit. They're super floaty, right? You can't go underwater with them. So you would use lead weights on this webbing that would weave through, and it was called scuba webbing. And that's what I use. Chili, what's up, man? Type 13 on a good day, I'm type 3. Wait, my dad has the same belt you have, I just realized. Guys, I've been doing this 35 years. It's a chance that your relatives have product we put out. Best I've ever done legally, 32,000 in 1 month. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Did you use a skill or a tangible product, or did you do that by trading or bought Bitcoin when it was low? Slide holster is the most comfortable thing. Really? I think the slide holster is a terrible holster. It's comfortable, and it will fit anything you put in it. We did like 1,100 of those for the United States Border Patrol and INS, and they're for windbreaker guys, right? So that gun sat in that holster, and when you cleared your jacket, that piece of webbing on the side was for a badge. So when you open the windbreaker to grab the gun, the first thing you saw was a badge. Most guys put a pager on there back in the day. It's a generic holster that will hold almost every pistol, but it's not a great holster. Like, if you said, hey, I'm going to get this holster, I would say, does your life depend on it, right? Do you ever have to bring that pistol out to save the life of a loved one, right? I would tell you to buy a dedicated holster for that pistol. And that's not my company, right? I'm telling you to buy something from another company instead of buying my product. I was wondering what that was for the piece of webbing on the end. I don't know what we're talking about. This right here keeps this out of the way. And if you're in this and you're in a burning building or something and you need to rappel down or run some webbing through there and lower yourself down in some manner, controlled fall, that's what this is for. How's the new Warhammer? I don't know what we're talking about. We did Warhammers years ago, which was legitimately a fucking hammer, right? Took packed fit pickup load of e-waste to the dump today. Got to knock off at least one item from my to-do days. Nice. Yeah, I have plenty of Kydex. It's the low profile of the holster that... Nice, right on. Rowdy, what's up? Got my SOE belt on and tequila in my cup. What kind of tequila are we doing? RMJ Warhammers? So my buddy that worked for RMJ is no longer with RMJ, so I have not pursued that project any further. I'm not even sure where that's at. Here's some sticks too. These RMJ built these for me. Espelon, right on, man. We drove past your building today. It's too small. I'm going to need you to hurry up and outgrow that building. And I think the proper, where did we say the proper building was? The Sears building. I think we're going to need something about that size. Not the side that Sears was on, but the entire motherfucking building, Mark. Have you considered making a pack bigger than the day pack? Yeah, I have. We used to make them. Yeah. If you want a pack bigger than the day pack, buy you a Mystery Ranch. I've got 78 bags that I didn't make. Did you say tequila? The world needs more people like the guy doing the live. Nah, there's plenty of people like this. You need access to people like this. And most people, here's the deal, guys. Everybody you come in contact with is contagious. And you're going to catch something from everybody that you spend time with or allow near you. And when you get around, right, you might be 100% motherfucker. When you get around a dude that's a 50% motherfucker, which is most people are calibrated so low, they don't realize they're 50% motherfucker, right? When you get around a 50% dude and you're 100%, you can pull that guy up to 75%, but it draws you down to 75%. Okay? You have a wireless charging battery and your battery has memory. When you bring motherfuckers up all the time, when you come into work or you come into a project and you're ready to go at 100% and the whole team's at 50 and you bring a couple of them up, you got to rah them every day and bring them up, it's exhausting. Before you know it, you're not 100% motherfucker anymore. Stay away from non-performance fucking people. Be careful who you call friends. And get around better people. If you're the fucking best dude in the room, if you're the smartest guy, you're in the wrong room. You got to get around better fucking people. And when you start doing bigger and better things, people start to notice you and they invite you to places. And a lot of times, all you got to do is ask. All you got to do is show some fucking interest. I say, hey, my company's hiring. And if you don't know how to sew, we'll teach you if you want to come in on your time. And we don't put an address. People move from all over the United States to come work for me. And they don't know what the address is. They find it on their own. But when I put up an ad in one of the local Facebook groups, where is it located? How come you didn't put an address? What's the pay? I never reply to those people because those are 50% motherfuckers. If you can't figure out how to find my address, you definitely can't fucking breathe the same air I breathe. You're in the wrong. Who are we talking to? Cold Steel Collector. What, is he talking to me? You're in the wrong room. Yeah, absolutely, man. I'm a force multiplier. I make people around me better. Yep. But you can only do that so many times because it'll kill you. Saw the recent post on Hip Camden, Tennessee. Yeah, you guys want to see some crazy shit? Go to Hip Camden, Tennessee and just follow. That's my hometown Facebook page here. We're the most impoverished county in all of Tennessee. And there's a reason why. There's a reason why. But there's some real fucking alphas here. There's some real fucking dudes doing real shit. Most of it, though, we don't do in this town. Like people in this town, they don't know what my company does. My customers, they're not in this town. Very few of them. Yeah, you can come here and live like a fucking king. You can come here and live great. You cannot scale a business here. There's not fucking people here that want to work. Seven days a week, but I don't know anyone that goes as hard as you. Why don't? Oh, American Outlaw, what's up? You do. What do I do? I talk to people on the internet. That's the real answer as to what I do now. I have a sewing company. We do military and law enforcement equipment. I was just downstairs. You would have seen it 5 minutes ago. What are the dates for self-reliance and spring? I don't know. They're on the website, man. Blow-up doll on the ceiling? Is there a blow-up doll on the ceiling? Nah, it's a mermaid. You talking about this? Is the work physical labor, Ryan? My guys do some physical labor, right? We're on a homestead. A lot of times I'm like, fuck it, I'll just do it myself. By the time I get three, if I need to move rail ties or set up a chicken coop or something, right? If I tell three guys, come on, one of them's right there with me. One of them is okay, I'll be there when I finish this, and the other one has to change his clothes and fucking shows up an hour later, right? A lot of times I'm like, fuck it, I can just do this myself. But yeah, there's some physical labor. Sewing, my production crew, you sit on a sewing machine and you sew. All I do is physical labor every single day. I think I do physical labor every single day too, man. Just turned in when I heard about the blow-up doll and have no context. Cat girl. Somebody said I collect oddities, right? This is my living room. I call it my museum. And some dipshit said blow-up doll. And I think what he was talking about is this mermaid right here. I don't remember what movie these things were in. There's a couple movies where they had like a marine-themed pub or something, and that's where this came from, a prop house in Atlanta. And then same with like this ship's figurehead right here. Yeah, the mermaid's cool. There's a restaurant in Knoxville. It's a pretty cool. There's an airport in Knoxville, and there's like an industrial, some big hotels that have conference centers. And there's a restaurant that's ocean theme, and they have like hundreds of sailfish. They've got aquariums in there and stuff, but they've got all these huge mounted billfish and sailfish and stuff. And in there, they've got one of those mermaids. And I had seen them before, and I'm like, man, that's really cool. I'd like to have one. And then one day we were in Atlanta at a prop house. We go to all these antique stores, and somebody told me, hey, this place has a giraffe in it. So we went over there, and the giraffe had been sold already. And then there was a prop house right there that we went to, and that's where that mermaid. I buy a lot of stuff out of there. I collect, weird shit. Some of these sharks, I think that shark came from there. That's a real skin-mounted Dorado there. Tuna, hammerhead over there. There's, if I ever stay at your house, I want to sleep under the mermaid. Yeah, the mermaid looks like my wife. Yeah, hammerheads are crazy. A lot of people get bit by hammerheads. Like, hammerheads will fucking bite you. They don't have very big mouths, but they'll fuck you up. Chill about the I don't know what you're talking. What's I don't know what that is. When you're more than 3 bags, when are more than 3 bags coming? I see them sold out on the site. John White, I don't know what you're talking about. That's a you problem, bro. That's a you problem. More than 3 bags sold out. I don't know what you're talking about. Look out the whole giraffe family for some stuffed animals. Yep. Oh, took out the whole... No, these came from museums. A lot of times, grandma, grandpa, right, they used to hunt Africa and stuff. And when they pass away, the estates usually sit empty And then when the grandchildren finally inherit them, they just want to liquidate the property. So this stuff goes to auction. But there used to be sideshows, museums, a lot of the Ripley museums, circuses, stuff like that. So that's where that stuff comes from. Sure, bro. I don't know what fucking language some of you motherfuckers are talking about. A lot of kids in here, it looks like. Watch the live videos. He talks about the gear and production first 5 to 10 minutes. Yeah, every night I do these videos. You need a full-size woolly mammoth? Oh, I'd love to have one. I've never seen... Well, I guess I have in museums. You guys know that most of the dinosaur skeletons and stuff in the museums, those weren't real, right? Those are all resin. I get texts about day packs all the time. Yeah, I've got about day packs all the time. Yeah, day packs are what we're making, man. Buy a day pack. I've got multicam, I've got woodland, and I've got multicam black available. And if you don't like the text, all you gotta do is simply unsubscribe from the text. Saber-tooth skulls. Did you know, were you just saying that, or you knew I had them sitting here? Who won the sport ball? I don't know. I don't know, man. My friends do things that people die doing. We don't play fucking stick ball. We like real girls. I have the day pack you gave me at the Overland Expo a couple years ago. Oh, no shit. That's cool. That's cool. John White. What do you do that you were at Overland? We set up a booth there, and we took, a bunch of our guys in. We had a good time at that show. The fucking mud was insane. Bullfighting and auto racing. That's crazy. I'm getting a notification for low battery, so this will go another 5 minutes probably. If it dies, that's what happened to it. Battery died out. For $500, I'll negotiate to get one for you. I wouldn't build one for $500. It costs way more than that. Wait, those are real? I just joking. Jesus, we must plan the raid. We must save the giraffes. Yeah, they're real they're not alive, obviously. They're taxidermied. Yep. I never saw them when they were alive. Most of those giraffes haven't been alive for, I'll bet, 100 years. Just went to check it out. Yeah, the mud was crazy. Talked to you and Scully for a while. Right on, John. Right on, man. Scully and I do a podcast every week. We do a podcast every week, Pulling the Thread. And then my wife and I do a podcast every week, Q&A, which is members only on YouTube here. Well, the Pulling the Thread podcast is members only also, but it comes out, 6 months later to the public. If it dies, it dies. Kiri, have a good night. Why does Scully hate Glock so much? He doesn't. It's all... So, a lot of times when you see the shorts that go so viral, it's out of rage. And what you saw, that short that was created for TikTok or Instagram, or even YouTube here, you're seeing a 3-sentence part of a 90-minute podcast. And our guys take the most controversial sentences and put them into a short. If it had a couple more words in those shorts, it would have a different context and nobody would comment. We go so viral, and our YouTube channel has literally doubled this last year, right? All of our social medias have doubled, which translates to money. And our social medias have doubled simply because we started using shorts. Mr. Greg T, I have a fairly large, almost 200-liter. I have a fairly large 200-liter rucksack, but the zipper is just fucked. I still use it, but I can only use the buttons over the zipper. Zebras are mean. Zebras typically, if you get them when they're young, they bond with one person. They will tolerate other people, but they typically, just like parrots, same thing with parrots. Scully carries a Glock, but he's old school. Guys, Scully likes every gun. Like, you have no idea. Scully likes every gun. Extreme cold Tesla's charging stations. Imagine that. Imagine that. I'll bet all those trannies out there, it's cold. I'll bet all those little peckers are pulled in. They might actually have vaginas tonight. The eyes on the... Yeah, so there's a chick called Niche. She's a super high-end famous museum preparation taxidermist. She does like real museum mounts for big-time museums. And she built these for me. She had a bobcat, and she dyed it blue and did the blue eyes. And I had her do one black with the red eyes. I'm going to do another one, a pink one, and I'm going to do a purple one. Chris Hall, what's up? I feel like because of your channel, I have a huge family now. Joe Mercado, man, come out and meet us. Like, come out and conspire with us, right? Your government would have you believe conspire is a bad word. Conspire, at the true root of the meaning, means to breathe together. Come out and have food with us. We will have a meal, and we will actually sit down and share the same area together. Come out and meet us at Self-Reliance Festival. You will, like, people come out to SRF, and I use California as an example. You'll come all the way from California, and you will meet somebody who lives 5-10 minutes away from you, who you had never met, and you've all lived there for 20 or 30 years. Because you have to go where there's people that have the things in common that you want to be a part of. And Self-Reliance Festival is a very good opportunity for that. This is my living room, Reaper dude. Militia that rides zebras. Yeah, zebras. You can ride a zebra. Small people can ride some zebras, but they're not, you know, like a perfect mount like a horse would be. Scully once took on a regiment of IGR with a high point and one. Fucking hippo. Yeah, there's a hippo. There's two more over here. That's a skull cap from a hippo. You got stuff. Well, I mean, I'm 52. I've accumulated it over time. And like, if you told me you're going to buy a hippo, I'd be like, that's kind of dumb. That's a waste of money. But I get a lot of attention through social media with these things. Like, there's videos of me acquiring and tracking down most of this stuff. We didn't hunt any of this stuff. I buy it at Oddity Store. Mike Zone, dude I know, Mike Zone, had a show called Oddities on, I don't remember what channel it was. Might have been Discovery for the first couple seasons. And, you know, we do some shopping with him as well as some of the same places that he shops. Some of this stuff came from Mike. Hublot Las Vegas video? Yeah. Yeah. I got a couple Hublots. How many globes do I have? I don't know. I've not counted them. I buy them whenever I find them. I'm going to build a whole wall. I have a whole wall in my... There's an apartment. The other side of this wall right here is a 2,400 square foot apartment. That's where I live. And there's a whole entire wall inside that is all globes that are lit. So, like, when I come upstairs at the end of the day, I don't ever turn the white lights on. I turn the globes on, so it's kind of dull in there. I usually about 11 o'clock I get in bed. And I do emails and check all our social media, reply to social media comments on YouTube and stuff. So it's easy for me to fall asleep because I don't ever turn all the white lights on. Not called being old, called being blessed. I don't think I'm old. I work out every day. I outperform every young person that I'm anywhere near. I just have urgency, right? Everything I do as though it's important. And if it's not important enough to do it with urgency, don't do it. Do everything you do as though it's important. And every hour, I want you all to set an alarm for 60 minutes. And I want that alarm to go off every 60 minutes that you're awake. And when it does, I want you to just take a couple seconds and evaluate and say, did I use the last hour of my life to the best it could be used? Because you died for that 60 minutes. It's gone. It's never coming back. And when you start to evaluate that, you will start to move differently. And once you do it a few hundred times, it'll become habit, and you won't have to set the alarm anymore. How old? I'm 52. Stairs are magnificent. Yeah, a friend of mine that does some of my artwork wrote the program, and we had a metal shop build these. The back set of stairs is identical, but they're not spiral. And these are actually made, these plates bolt out of here. They unbolt, and there's Lexan that goes in there, and they illuminate. So every place you see SOE, those all light up. We've just never drilled and tapped it for the electrical. It looks so good with the powder-coated plates, we've just never wired it. I feel like everything I did as a kid is now worthy of bragging rights with the newer generation. Yeah, but keep in mind, right? While we look at the new generations like that, our grandparents looked at us like that. Remember when you hear dad or grandpa? Kids these days, right? We don't have to, we grew up not as tough, right? Because we had electricity, we had running water. We have the internet now, right? People grew up, while kids are softer these days. There's no callus. Most men have no calluses on their hands. Because out of necessity, they didn't have to anymore. They didn't walk out the door. Most U.S. citizens have never walked out the door and something pounces on you and will eat you, right? They've never been in harm's way where an animal will kill you. Most of them. I mean, for Christ's sakes now, when you don't pay your electricity bill in the big cities, they don't even turn your electricity off. People have never experienced not having running water in their house, right? When I grew up, after a while, mom didn't pay the bill. Or when I was young, living in an apartment and I didn't pay the bill, I just lived in the apartment for a couple months with no water because I couldn't fucking pay it. But now the city makes it, if you don't have running water and power, they want to put you in jail for it in a lot of places, right? So people have grown up soft. So if we don't like that, we need to raise our children, right? Get your kids out of the government prison school system, educate your children, and teach them what you believe, right? We have our kids for the first few years, and they kind of, emulate what we do, and they learn what we teach them. Then we send them to a school system that is mostly liberal, and we wonder why our kids start to hate us and don't believe in what we believe in, because the school system has your children longer than you have your children, right? Here's a good question. How come you can take your dog to a doggy daycare for the week or weekend, and you have 24 hours a day, you can see your dog on a video camera. But when you take your kid to school, you can't see your kid on a video camera. You don't know what your kid's being told. You don't know what's being done to your kid. Why are there not cameras in schoolrooms? I grew up no dad, and at 11 was working, went full-time at 16. Yeah, war coat. I got my first job. My grandfather got me. He was a union electrician, and he went to McDonald's every morning on the way to work at 4:30 in the morning. And he got me a job working at McDonald's. I drove 90 minutes on a bus. I changed buses twice. So 90 minutes I would go to work at 13 years old to work at McDonald's. And then when I was 14, they would drop me off at a job site with a pickaxe, a sledgehammer, and a wheelbarrow. And they would paint all the concrete they wanted busted out, and I would bust it out by hand and roll it around front. And then at the end of the day, they would pull up in a truck, and I would put all the broken concrete into the truck, and then we would go dump it. And I did that for couple years when I was 14. Kids go to school, they're having wrong ideologies installed. Absolutely. And we know that. I'm 16. The only thing we need to worry about at school is the frisky gym teacher. Cat girl, it's happening everywhere. We have a teacher right now that just went to prison for something he did to some school kids 30 years ago. And when you tell people about it, they kind of try to hide it and sweep it under the rug. We know a lot of kids that are homeschooled. We know a lot of kids that use a Celis online school. And those kids are in the top 5 percentile of testing in the United States. And they typically are 2 years ahead of the public school system. So whatever age you are, you know, in the 9th grade, these same age kids are in the 11th grade. Working concrete. So, yeah, I think so. Old man muscle. Yeah, for sure. What are we talking about? Whatever you want to talk about. Guys, come out to Self-Reliance Festival. Check out our Instagram page. Check out Homestead Apprentice Instagram page. Join SOE Tactical Instagram page. That's this kind of stuff. That's what, you know. We got a couple podcasts on YouTube. We have a membership on YouTube. I have a Patreon also, SOE Tactical Gear. And on the membership on YouTube and Patreon, you ask questions, and we build those videos specifically around your questions. You can ask us business advice. You can ask us social media creation, social media marketing. You can ask sewing. You can ask about homestead farm stuff, relationship, raising kids. We've raised a shitload of kids, right? And all of our kids are successful. They're out, you know, starting families and buying properties. So I think I'm qualified to talk about that. So in the membership, you can see all that stuff. If you click on any of my video descriptions, there's a link to Amazon. If you click any of those things in Amazon there, it takes you to Amazon, and anything you buy in the next 24 hours, it gives us a little percentage. It's just a way to say thank you. It's money you're spending anyway, so you just get to dictate where it goes by doing that. And it just helps us, you know, with equipment and advertising and stuff on social media. And when you get off of here, if this is your first time, just click on the channel and you'll see I've got almost 5,000 videos on here. It's easy to shop with people online. And what's not easy is knowing who you're giving your money to. And if you watch my videos, you'll know exactly what I think. If you like what I said tonight, keep watching. Eventually I'll say something you disagree with. But at the end of the day, you're never going to wonder what I thought. You're going to know exactly what I think. You're going to know who I am, what I believe, and who I think. And then you can determine if you want to do business with me or not. And we have a lot of business development stuff. If you have a business that you're starting and you want to talk to somebody that's been in business for 35 years and started multiple businesses, or if you have a business that's failing and you have questions about that, or you just want to have a side hobby, right? What I want for all of you is to, when you go to work, right? Everybody's always like, money isn't everything. It's not everything, but it makes everything easier. It buys time. It gives you options. And if money's not everything, then how come you get up every day at a time you don't want to get up and go to a place you don't want to go and do something you don't want to do for so little of it? And after you pay your bills and you've got that little bit of money left every week, what do you spend that money on, right? What's your hobby? What do you love to spend money on? What do you love to do with the money you spend, right? How do we take that thing that you love to do and turn that into your business? How do we take that thing and make money for you? I'm thinking war belt might be one of those. I'm thinking a war belt might be one of those belts that you wear with a vest. Yeah, absolutely.
Like 90% of the time.
Huh?
You're missing like 90% of the time.
Yeah, I'm not trying to answer the comments. I'm running out of battery and the iPad's about to die, so I'm just saying the things I want to say here at the end. I don't know if I could attach like sidearm holster and stuff to it, but yeah, you could on a war belt. That's what you do. Any vest attachments? Wes, this isn't basic, bro. I don't know what we're talking about. Where are we? We're in Tennessee, Camden, Tennessee. Enjoying the new podcast. Been a fan since y'all were in the original building. Yeah. How long have we been in this building? 7 years, 8 years? All the videos of the build out on this building are in the YouTube too. You could give everyone an 80-year countdown clock and they wouldn't pay attention. Yeah, you got to look at your every day as a marble. And it comes out of one bottle and it goes into the other bottle. And the bottle that you take it out of is your future. And the bottle that you put it into is the days that you died. Purchase something, but the majority of this is banned in Australia. No, we ship to Australia all the time, man. All the time. There's dudes on here, Eagle 357s from Australia. There's a ton of dudes in here. We ship to Australia there's nothing in here that can't go to Australia. I don't manufacture firearms or knives or anything. Every bit of this gear can go to Australia. We ship stuff to Australia every single day. Spend money on chicken nuggets, and brother calls it financial decisions. Got to see the new building in 2016 after attack response class, right on. West 17, I have posted the website multiple times. Nylon. Yeah, we do holsters, but we also do like backpacks, visor covers, pocket organizers, medical pouches, backpacks, man, all kinds of EDC stuff. Organizers for EDC, we do journal covers, do insulin injection, medical pouches, all kinds of stuff, guys. How much for a K-bar? We don't sell K-bars, man. I do a collaboration a couple times a year with Strider. We usually do 25 knives, and the starting price on them is $2,000 a knife, and they sell out in about an hour. Where are we? We're in Camden, Tennessee. You ship to Cheyenne, Wyoming? Yeah, I ship to everywhere in the fucking world. Like no bullshit. We ship everywhere. If your country lets mail come in, we ship there. Chicken nuggets. What kind of sauce on chicken nuggets? McDonald's chicken nuggets? What kind of chicken nuggets? Huh? We only eat ranch here? If I'm eating McDonald's chicken nuggets, I'm eating the medicine tasting sweet and sour or the barbecue. Honey mustard. It does taste like medicine. What's the best Riggers belt? I'd buy a Cobra Riggers belt if you need a Riggers belt. Tanker jackets? No, we don't do any clothing, man. We do a shirt or a t-shirt every week. That's all of those. All of those are shirts. We do a different shirt every single week. I do 125 pieces, and we don't rerun the same design hardly ever. So every week, new shirt design. Go ahead. What's a tanker jacket? I assume he's talking about like a bomber jacket. The chat's been infiltrated. Who's in here? Sweet and sour sauce on chicken nuggets. Ate an entire cheese pizza as my meal today. Right on. We had pizza today. There's a very good pizza place in Court Square in Paris. Not watching the Strickland fight? Nah, I didn't even know it was on. Has there been other labels besides the Oceanside white label and now the current? The Oceanside was actually like a plastic vinyl label. It was black and red. Had the old phone number, 722-0004. I think that was the number. And then the white labels were actually when I came home from prison. The white label was not Oceanside. And then I have all the woven now. Nope, no clothing, guys. I build load carriage systems. We do rifle slings, vests, magazine carriage, day packs, mini packs, covert pack, lever gun rigs, grocery bags, string backpacks. We do these things that hold plastic bags in them, for your kitchen. Vehicle med bags. All kinds of stuff, but we don't do any clothing like that. We don't make clothing. We make everything you see here, we make. So lock picking stuff? No, try, oh, what the fuck's his name? Hey, what's the lock pick guy that we do with? Hey, what's the lock pick guy? I can't remember his name. Tactical, something tactical. I can't remember his name.
I can't remember it either.
He was here at SRF. He set up here a couple times. Where's his books? I had his books sitting here. Oh, they're in the boxes still there. Lockpicking Lawyer is a great channel. Do you sell weed? Nope, I've never even smoked weed ever. Does Black Scout was on here the other night. Does Black Scout sell lockpicks? I didn't know that. I know you said you don't make clothes, but can I order some underwear and a harpoon? I have a harpoon. I can send you some underwear. Would you like them new? Would you like them washed? Or would you like them unwashed? I think it's called Covert Tactical. Also, if you're talking lockpicks, follow Ed's Manifesto on Instagram. If I give you IP from the YouTube WAN address, will you get a VPN? I don't know what you're talking about. Yellow in the front, brown in the back. Not my underwear, they're not. Server host. I don't know why I'm absolutely not typing in some fucking IP address shit that you just put some random guy off the internet fucking put up there. We'll do that in fucking never. Covert Instruments? No, I'm not familiar with that company either. If you need lock picks, check out Jack's over there at Black Scout Survival. I think that's what they just said. Black Scout has them. But you can find lock picks all over the internet. You can even buy them off Amazon, guys. Did all of those stuff need any kind of maintenance to keep its quality? What are we talking about, Jimmy? Who's offering gats? What am I drinking tonight? Dobell? Nah, man, I've been drinking, oh, I can't think of the, Padrino. I've been using Padrino. I've been using a blood orange or a clementine Padrino. But I'm drinking water right now. The tactical equipment? No, this doesn't need any. This equipment right here, if you bought this equipment right now, your great grandkids would still be using this equipment when you have already died. Like, this doesn't require any maintenance. Keep it out of the sun as much as you can. Don't cut it with a knife. Don't catch it on fire. Don't let bullets go through it. Don't hit it with boat props. I've got equipment out in the world right now that's 35 years old that I made 35 years ago. And the stuff I made then sells for thousands of dollars now. Collectors buy it up. Gen 17 5s are $500. Yeah, probably on trade-in. Oh, 5 gen? I don't know what the even current generation is. What's the Glock up to? Generation 27? I'm in Canada, so we have no need for guns, or so Idiotic Leader thinks. I got friends in Canada that I do business with that have all kinds of guns. Check out Iridium Solutions. Iridium Solutions or Blue Line Syndicate on Instagram. Those dudes are in Canada. What you should know is that Trudeau is actually Fidel Castro's child. I'm sure you know that. Where can you buy this stuff? You can buy this stuff at SOEtacticalgear.com. That's the website, SOEtacticalgear.com. And if you, when this video's over, which will be in a minute because the battery's dying, if you click on this channel, you'll see videos I make just about the gear. Collectors, yeah, we have huge collectors in Japan. Feds are here tonight, maybe. I mean, but why? I mean, who cares? Don't do anything, you know, questionable. Feds are everywhere. And most of the people in the federal prison system are there because somebody told on them. And then when they arrest those guys, that guy tells on 3 more people. Hope you're having a great week. We are, man. We went and had some pizza at a pretty cool pizza place today. Hit a couple of antique stores. Got some stuff done here on the property. Got some stuff done. I put a little more time sewing this backpack together tonight. Do we have Discord? Nope, I don't have a Discord server. I have an Instagram. I have Facebook. I have TikTok. I got Locals, Float, MeWe, Getter, Gab, True Social. I'm on all of them. But I'm most active on Instagram and YouTube. All right, guys. I'm out of here. Everybody have a good night. I do this every night at 9 o'clock, so join us.